All right, so we're gonna have a look at this forced turnover right here, right now. What I seem to notice is that there seems to be a 10 to 15 point threshold, especially a 15-point threshold, where it seems like once you get to about 15 points, a lot of weird things start happening. A lot of arbitrary, contrived, scripted events start to go down. It's like you were probably just up by 15, now you're up by 5 all over again, right? Or they might tie it or even take the lead, but they'll go on a run because you're being forced into doing a bunch of weird, nonsensical shit. So right here, um, I have a post playmaker, right? Now, as I put it many times before already, you see what happened. Now, as I put it many times before, when you have a dominant playmaker like my post up player, um, and he's in a post doing this thing or whatever, they have to double team him. They have to double team him. And I always talked about how they have these situations where they force you to hold on to the ball a lot longer, and they make you like take a dive between the two players or stumble or fumble the ball and lose it or something like that. Or, they just make you hold it longer so you don't get the pass, because if they're double teaming, obviously somebody's left open, right? So right here is another thing that they like to do when you have a man that's wide open at the three, because they're double teaming you in the post. A lot of times he'd be on an island, he'd be on his block by himself, wide open, dagger, clutch, 3-point shooter. And for some odd reason, when he gets open, right when you get ready to pass him the ball, they'll force him to take off running, and usually he'll run right into some defense. Right, he'll do something that does not make any logical sense, because the game is trying to restrict your ability to dominate, to score, and just generally play well. Right, they're trying to control the atmosphere. Right, so now right here, probably went on a bit too long, but right here, obviously he's coming down, and the obvious thing to do, since he's going to leave his three, is to pass him the ball, because what? He's running right into the paint. This guy, he's leaving because he's following the center. So the paint is going to be wide open for him. The game does not want this to happen, and does not want this to happen. So now he's going for it, and instead of just me passing the ball to him, they make me do a ridiculous pass right into the defense. Right, now you see this and get a turnover. Now he had this. This is an easy bucket. Easy bucket. Only thing he had to do is just give him the ball. He's right here driving to the basket. Right? He's right here just driving to the basket, and he's forced, or I'm forced into passing the ball the opposite direction right into the defense. And what do you know? We get a turnover. Easy scoring opportunity blown twice, right? The first thing is he's right here wide open at the three. That's what I really wanted, but he didn't want to go for that. The algorithm is forcing him to move off his block. So I was like, all right, cool, fuck it. I'm gonna just give him the ball. He gonna, get a bucket right here. And they like, nigga, no. You thought you had something coming. And force a turnover. 2K22 is by far, in regards to time relativity, right? 2K22 is by far the worst 2K that they've made this far. This is by far the worst that it has gotten, right? The best to me was 2K14. It started to really take a downturn in 2K, you could say 15, but I'll say 16. That's when it really picked up. 18 is when the overpowered defense started to come into play, right? 20, you could barely hit threes, right, with great 3-point shooters. 22, everybody can just hit threes back to back, like wow. Like computers, especially computer, if they just got somebody that has a 75 or 80 overall, or 80 attribute, 75, 80 attribute from the three, and they're wide open, they're gonna hit that. They'll hit that shit like 5 times in a row. I've seen it happen many times. All right, but that'll do it for this video. 2K is crazy, man. 2K 23 is is right around the corner. So I got that on the way. Y'all already know what time it is. But anyway, peace.